Hello everybody, today we'll be talking about SHSAT from the 2023 handbook, and this is Form A. We'll jump into math portion immediately, and for today's session we'll be trying to use our mental math and not using our calculator at all, and also I'll try to solve the same question with as many different methods as I can for explanation and for easy calculation for different friends who are a visual learner or maybe even just an abstract learner. Very good. Let's jump into question number 58 right now. Let's take a look. Now it says Ms. Lee opened a retirement account. Okay, so let's start at this moment. We're talking about money. So with a deposit of $2,500, the account earns 4% simple interest annually. Okay, this is a keyword. How many years would it take her to earn $500 on her deposit? Well, okay, let's take a look. Anything talking about banking, retirement account, interest account, earning, whatever, all of this banking material, we're actually using a simple interest equation. Well, in here, lucky enough, we're talking about a simple interest. So we're going to have a formula, and then let me write this down, simple interest. Okay, so simple interest we represent with the letter R, talking about our interest rate. And here our interest rate is just 4%. Well, what is going to be 4% in decimal form? 4% is going to be 0.04. Now in here, we're going to have our simple interest rate at 0.04. Now how will we actually represent this equation, or what is the formula that we can use for every single question that's looking like this? Now we have our interest, which is our final money. It's going to be equal to the principal that you're having, and then times the interest rate, and also times the amount of years that you put in the bank. Well, let's take a look. In here, we can actually very simply plug in all the numbers. Now, first thing it says I want to earn $500, so that means my interest is going to be $500. Now, my principal is what I start with, which is your initial, which is going to be your money input. Now, I'm going to put $2,500 right here. Now, interest rate, we just found it, and according to the English word, it says 4% annually, so I'm going to put 0.04 after I translate 4% into a decimal. Now, in years, I don't know how many years because they're looking for the years, right? So let me go ahead and put the letter T actually represent the time amount of years. So in here, I can actually just do a simple calculation to solve for T. Or you can call it a reverse calculation if you studied algebra before. Or you can actually just try to combine all the like terms and then get rid of them later. Let's take a look how we solve it. Well, I do have $2,500 and a 0.04. Well, let me combine that first. Now, as I observed, the 25 and the 4 actually can combine into a whole one. Now, thinking about the money in our real life, which is 25 cents, which is a quarter, times 4 become a whole dollar. So I'm going to go ahead and list them up right here. Now in here, I'm going to have a multiplication. Now I know that's all zeros. 25 and a 4 will get me a 100. With the 2 zeros, I'm going to go ahead and add in 2 zeros right here. With the 2 decimals right here, 2 reverse counting, I'm going to have 2 reverse counting right here. So that means I end up with a $100, which is right here. I'm going to rewrite this equation. Well, based on this point, I have 100t equal to 500, so that means my t is just going to be 5. Why was that? Because if you have algebra study already, we have something called reverse calculation or reverse operation. This is just divide by 100 on both sides. And that is how you set it up. And you can actually talk about get more practice about this for reverse calculation. Now here, that's our first question, with 5 years.